So I'm here to do my response to Brian Engh's comment by a year ago, which I didn't know at the time, but now I know who he is. Um, for those who don't know, Brian Engh is the guy who drew the sauropod with feathers, and I even made like a funny post of it and etc. Brian Engh is, you know, yeah, but here's the response. If you want to read it, pause it. I'm not really the best reader, but yeah. We don't know that of all major branches of the dinosaur family tree, we have the least information about of sauropod skin by far. The researchers have worked mostly. Excuse me, but we found a lot of skin impressions of sauropod specimens. You know, we do know. You can't just, and even if we didn't, at the time, that doesn't mean that we could just put them, have feathers and call it a day. That's not how science works, Ryan. Most likely because events that were not spread to actually blur massive sauropod bones involved with water movement tons of mud and sand, floods, events, of years of time as they randomly buried slowly. Analyzing dinosaur skeletons, the sauropods are more closely related. Yes, that's true. They are closely related to theropods, which, birds are also theropods themselves. So, modern dinosaurs, in this case birds and theropod dinosaurs and sauropods are related. That is correct. Then the ornithischian dinosaurs or pterosaurs, which plumage dinosaurs. Okay, like I said before, theropod, just because that sauropods and theropods are related to each other, that doesn't mean that sauropods had feathers. Maybe the ancestors of sauropods, like the earlier sauropodomorphs, or in this case, the early sauropodomorphs, like Eoraptor, may have had them, which I probably doubt it because feathers only existed with mostly theropods, mostly theropods that are more closely related to birds, such as dromaeosaurs and etc. And yes, I am aware, like Megalosaurus, is some species of Megalosaurs had feathers, but anyways, just because they're related, that doesn't mean that they had them. Like, for example, look at Carnotaurus. Does Carnotaurus, or in this case, do Abelisaurs had feathers? I'll give you an example. Do we know that Abelisaurs had feathers? No, we don't, because we found skin impressions that Abelisaurs did not have feathers. We also found skin impressions of Tyrannosaurs not having feathers, or at least Tyrannosaurus Rex itself not having feathers. And even if it did, it would be a tiny amount of them, since Tyrannosaurus is in the Coelurosaur group, just like dromaeosaurs are. But anyways, that's not how science works, Brian. You have to talk to the experts. You can't just analyze your own fan fiction and then call it a day. That's not the laws of science. It's amazing that some of these weirdo people, these people that think that all dinosaurs have feathers, need to look more evidence. Talk to experts. Not just come up with your own fan fiction and call it a day. You need to learn better, Brian. You need to learn better.